got enough money?
I think so. Hey, look at these prices.
All right.
Hi, are you ready to order?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll have...
Red Lobster is still one place where you can get great seafood at reasonable prices.
Fantastic shrimp.
At these prices, we're coming back.
All right.
Red Lobster is where America goes for seafood.
See you soon.
Hi, friends. I'm Danny Thomas. You know, now's the time for all good parents to come to the aid of all children by coming to Revco Discount Drug Center. Apply for a Revco Storkade card and receive an extra 10% discount on important things for your kids. And listen to this. For every Storkade application turned in this month, Revco will contribute 25 cents to my St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Believe me, you need all the Revco you can get, and kids with cancer need all the quarters they can get.
We're for Detroit.
Tonight from Howell and the North Bureau, Dearborn and the West Bureau from the Detroit Bureau, Bloomfield Hills in the North Bureau, and Windsor. With Wes Sarginson, the news.
Good evening. All the bickering and confusion in Congress is over. The Senate voted today to approve the second Panama Canal Treaty, which gives control to the Panamanians at the end of the century. Shortly before the vote, Republican Robert Griffin of Michigan proposed to send the treaty back to President Carter for renegotiation. That was rejected. The treaty passed 68-32. President Carter was pleased with the outcome, and in a televised message, he said General Omar Torrijos was pleased as well.
When I was coming in to make this announcement, the ambassador of Panama, Gabriel Lewis, informed me that General Torrijos has accepted the terms of the treaty that passed the Senate this afternoon. And I want to reaffirm my thanks and my commitment to a true partnership with General Torrijos and the people of the great nation, Panama.
And so were the people of Panama pleased. They were so pleased that they went out into the streets and struck up the band. Just hours before, the scene on the streets of Panama had been a different one. Uncertain of whether or not the treaty would pass, Panamanian citizens had repeated their protest of yesterday, saying anything less than full control of the canal would be a sellout. As it turned out, their protest was unwarranted. In our Detroit Bureau, an argument over jobs has left the engineer at the Frank NEINAS school dead. Police say he was talking to the school's assistant custodian when things got rough. The custodian pulled a gun and shot him. The dead man's name will not be released until relatives are notified. At this hour, police are looking for that custodian. Also in our Detroit Bureau, William Jackson Spencer was found dead, lying on the sofa of his apartment in Euclid tonight. His body badly burned. At the outset, it looked like careless smoking caused the fatal fire, but while our crew was there, police noticed the back of Spencer's head was cracked. They're investigating the possibility that he was murdered and the fire set to cover that fact. No injuries at this church fire at 669 East Bethune in Detroit, but Rosalie Wallace will have to find a new home. Rosalie lived upstairs at the God's Temple of the Seven Saints. Fire gutted the tabernacle before firemen could bring it under control. What started that blaze is not yet known. Arson detectives are looking into it. A happy ending tonight in our Detroit Bureau. Earlier today, we told you about two very young children found alone in a park on the city's east side. Police asked everyone to help them find out who the 15- and 3-month-old little girls were. Well, it worked. The girls' grandmother recognized their pictures on television and called police. She picked them up later at Children's Hospital. The two abandoned kids are safe with their grandmother tonight. Still no word on their parents. The search is still on for 7-year-old William Housey. He was last seen at the corner of West Warren and Scotton, trying to retrieve a kite tied in a tree. He's 4 feet 7 inches tall, has light skin, curly hair, and one tooth missing. If you spot him, call Detroit Police at 224-4060. An emotional denial at the Otto Wendell trial, or rather inquest. We'll have that report up next.